When you have spent your life owning and running a pawn shop, you are bound to come across some expensive and rare products every once in a while. Such is the case with world-famous gold and silver pawn shop, whose owners have somehow managed to cash in a lot of viewers with their history series, Pawn Stars. Ranging from vintage automobiles, rare books, and musical instruments to just plain gold and silver, the Pawn Stars have made some quite overwhelming purchases. Here are some of the rarest and most expensive items ever sold on Pawn Stars.
But before you proceed, take some time to subscribe and hit that bell icon to join our notification squad.
5th edition Book of Mormon. A book has to be pretty special to have its value in 5 digits, and this is exactly what Pawn Stars got their hands on, a 1842 copy of a 5th edition Book of Mormon. It was one of the last books printed while Mormonism founder Joseph Smith was still alive. Obviously, Rick was doubtful on the authenticity of the holy book, but after the expert Rebecca Romney confirmed it was the real deal, he was willing to fork up $24,000 for the book, whose value was estimated at $40,000. Polish Order of the White Eagle Medallion. This was a badge of honor from Poland from the 16th century. The pawn shop customer bought it at a yard sale for just 75 cents. Items like this are hard to come by, and when Rick saw the piece of history in his shop, he was quick to drop big bucks on it. He paid $6,000 for the medallion. For the right buyer, its value can be up to $30,000. It was a win-win situation for both the shop and the customer, another rare incident in pawning business. 1932 Lincoln Roadster. Oh, the American obsession with automobiles and the pawn guys are not too far from this influence. When a customer brought this exquisite beauty, Rick and his old man were not hesitant at all to grab the opportunity to own it. They paid $95,000 in solid gold for the Roadster, which is estimated to be worth over $150,000. A classic enthusiast will probably want this in their garage. Maybe Wayne Carini will contact you soon, Pawn Stars. Mary Ford's 1961 Gibson SG Les Paul guitar. It doesn't get any sweeter than this. A guitar made by Les Paul and played by his wife, Mary Ford. The iconic duo from the 50s has left their mark in the music industry that'll be remembered for a few generations to come and a few generations more. It would have been a blunder from Rick to not immediately buy the guitar. After all, it is valued approximately at $90,000. Super Bowl 36 ring. Sports memorabilia may come and go, but the special Super Bowl winners' rings will always relate to people on a personal level. This particular ring belonged to New England Patriots' Brock Williams. Even though he didn't play during the 2001 season, he still possessed the ring as part of the winning team.
He pawned it for a mere $2,600, assuming he would come back for it.
Turns out he didn't, and the pocket of the shop owner, Rick, just became much heavier as it is valued at $100,000 at present. Spanish gold bar from the 1500s.
Well, your shop wouldn't be called Gold and Silver Pawn Shop if you didn't love these precious metals.
So when a customer brought a chunk of gold from the 1554 wreck of San Esteban, Rick made a deal of $35,000 for the historical metal, which was worth $50,000. They ran the gold bar through an expert, of course. 1915 Panama Pacific octagonal gold coin. If you have been in pawning business as long as the Harrisons, you will know that strange things come and go out of the pawn shop. Such was the case with one of the shop regulars who was willing to pay $70,000 for an extremely rare coin. It was commissioned by the US government upon completion of Panama Canal in 1915. Rick traveled to Atlanta to buy the coin for $67,500. He barely made profit on this one. Over 200 pounds of silver. If you are a fan of the show, you can probably tell that one thing the old man loves more than anything else is cold silver. Just so happens a customer of the shop had 200 pounds of silver lying around in his garage for over a decade. After confirming the legitimacy of the metal, Rick purchased it to give his daddy a gift worth $111,000. 1922 proof piece high relief dollar coin. It is amazing how something as small as a coin has a value equivalent to a college education in a reputed university. A customer once came into the shop with a dollar coin from 1922, hoping he would get somewhere near $20,000. However, after an examination by an expert, it was revealed that it was worth $100,000. The guy agreed to sell the coin for $80,000, leaving a profit for Rick. President John F. Kennedy's box of cigars. One of the iconic presidents of all time, JF Kennedy, everything about him screams presidential. Be it a cigar box sitting on his desk for a brief period of time. When a customer came in with the box, Rick paid a cool $60,000 for it. It is to be one of the greatest investments Rick has ever made, as similar items have been sold for over $500,000.
Do you think some of these items are overpriced? Let us know in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe for more great contents in the future.